You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Tues.
Hey. Make that G-Bree. Make that from me and shake it for me. Bring that over. Make that breathe. Bring that for me. Spark FM online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. It's Saucy and Friends in the morning on a Tuesday. Big shout outs to Miss Tony, Rockstone Tues in the house.
Yeah.
We got Paul and Delvin in the other house. We got Sparkle hanging out. You know, we outside. We inside. We very much inside today. But good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hi, Miss Tony. Hi, Rockstone. How y'all doing?
How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm here. You know.
Tell us everything. Let's start with a quick check-in. Find out what's going on to you people, with you people.
I'm good. You know, life be lifing, but God's be Goddin', and I'm still rolling.
God be Goddin'.
God be Goddin'. Last night was an interesting evening for me. It's just been an interesting evening.
What happened?
I just, I'm really having a hard time with this whole school situation, and I got to figure out what to do in that situation. But it's really I'm really having a hard time with it. School for my son. Yeah. So anyhow,
let them know, for the people who are just tuning in for the first time, your troubles.
Just like he's in third grade, and I guess third grade is where real school begins.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard. I mean, this is what the people are telling me. You know what I mean? And it's tough. It's been a tough year, and I think that we don't have good communication with his teacher. I think that we don't have a lot of support from his teacher and what is going on with him, and it just seems like he's not. I don't know. He's a really smart kid, and he likes to learn, but it's a lot, and it's been a lot, and so I'm really coming to a point where I'm just like, I don't know what to do about the situation, and I feel like I might have to take him out of that school, which is really disheartening to me. But anyhow, I just had a tough time last night, just kind of dealing with that situation. But anyhow, it's a new day. God is good. Woke up on the right side of the grass, so we'll see what happens. Aside from that, things are good. Last night, my show, one of my shows, has new episodes. So The Circle The Circle has new episodes. So I got into that last night, which is really, really just a good thing to watch. It takes your mind off a lot of things.
What's The Circle about?
So it's a social media experiment. This is actually the 6th season. It's a social media experiment where they take everybody and they put them in everybody gets their own apartment. And basically you can't communicate. It's just all social media. So you communicate via social media with the other people. And it's a popularity contest, basically.
The Circle.
Yeah. So basically, it's a popularity contest. The most popular person ends up winning $100,000 at the end. And it's just like playing the game to just kind of get people to like you, so that they can vote you to the top all the time. And then once you get voted to the top, then you end up winning. So it's really, really good.
I love that show.
I love it too. 6 seasons of the American version, and then they have other versions too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's two other foreign versions, but it's really, really a good show. So I watched the first few episodes last night. More episodes come out tomorrow, actually, so I'm looking forward to that. So that was cool. I tried to get into this movie, The Bricklayer, that Uncle Carmen recommended.
The Bricklayer.
Yeah, it wasn't. I did go through the whole thing.
What's it about?
It's a guy who is like an ex-CIA operative, and the CIA is being framed for something that they didn't do, and he's going in to try to rescue the CIA, and he gets like this partner who's like unconventional pair. It's just a lot.
Training Day?
Yeah, but it's weirder because things like he'll be sitting here at the desk talking to y'all. All of a sudden, 8 people come out of nowhere and attack him. Like, where'd that come from? Where y'all came from? Like, it's just weird. So I couldn't really get with it too much. But you know me, I'm a TV junkie, so that's that. But anyhow, that was my evening.
I watched a movie called Late Night with the Devil.
Tristan, that sounds silly.
I wish y'all watched scary movies.
No.
I wish I watched scary movies.
Hold on, caller, you're live. Hello?
You gotta watch scary movies.
Hi, I'm so slow.
Oh,
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well, and how are you guys?
We're good.
Okay, my son Delvin's up there. Thank you so much for supporting him.
Oh, that's so. He's in there doing all kind of inventory and stuff right now. What a nice boy.
Oh, I greatly appreciate your team. And as for with the school, I don't know if your son has an IEP, but I've had the biggest battle with social promotion. And for Delvin and for my younger daughter up at Green Academy, that they don't keep kids back. They put them in a box, especially if they have an IEP. And I'm still fighting. I'm still battling. And it was to the point last week I was like, forget it. Y'all know what's best for him.
Well, you know what though? I really did get to that point last week, and I was just like, listen, it's third grade. I don't know how much that's going to affect his career, but like right now, it just is what it is. It's the last quarter of the year, and I just can't. I can't. I've been going back and forth with his teacher since the beginning of the year, to the point where last week I just skipped parent-teacher conference. Like, forget it. It doesn't even matter.
I hung up on IEP meetings. I
Yeah.
told the IEP director to go to hell. That's not what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
Because I have to advocate for Delvin. I have to advocate for my daughter.
Right.
It's so
Right.
hard. And so they don't give it, they don't care as long as they pass the MCAS. So in those IEP meetings, I'm sorry, Delvin, you got an IEP, sorry. But, the main goal is, what are we going to do for them to pass MCAS?
Right.
Put them in this box. Give them a calculator. Get them this.
Yeah,
That's what. Yeah.
That's exactly how I feel, and that's what. And I wrote an email to the principal last night, and I was just like, listen, the lack of communication plus the lack of support that this year has really made this year a disaster. It's disappointing and it's detrimental. It's disappointing to me, detrimental to him, and I don't know what to do going forward. So he's in private school. He does not have an IEP. I tried to do that for him, but he didn't qualify for it. And then there's a 5-0 something that I don't know. But again, he's in private school, so those things don't even, work in that aspect. So.
Exactly. Every parent out there that's listening, don't give your children an IEP, because that gives the Boston Public Schools just the leeway to say they're passing.
Yeah.
So what grade level?
Right.
They're passing. At a third grade level, now they're in the 8th, 9th grade. As long as they can promote them socially, take them IEPs all day and give them every 2 weeks they think they could do, just so they can get that funded for the next year. They have to have their butts in the seats this many hours.
Yeah.
Can't get this. So, we're fighting now.
Yeah. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for your support with this, because it is hard.
It's good to hear from other parents because you often feel like you're the only one dealing with it, but there's so many people dealing with it.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
So thank you so much, Will.
And thank you for letting us have Delvin.
Have a good one, everyone.
You too, love. Take care. Have a great day.
Somebody else was calling here too. Oh, y'all feeling some type of way today about the school system. Come on, call us up. Let us know how you feel. 617-272-3387. This is the platform to air your grievances. Because after this, we might have something to be able to take to people and demand some stuff. Caller, you're live.
Good morning, Tony. I normally call and I be joking a lot, but I'm being serious about that. I understand your pain and the curriculum what that school actually teaches.
Yeah.
But in the same retrospect, you can't run from the situation. You got to find another alternative.
Yeah.
And to be mindful, try to get that extra help. Don't be ashamed about getting that help, because it will be beneficial for the kids in the long run. I promise you.
No, I know, and I understand, and I'm like I said, you know the situation, and you know why it's important for me that Noah is at that school, but it's just not working out. This year has just been really, really disappointing. A lot. Very, very disappointing. And I know the mom just now mentioned, like having their butt in the seats for a certain amount of hours. Noah barely has school. He's out of 12 today.
12 for what? What's today?
I don't even know.
I will say this, and this is the importance of having after school.
Yeah.
Because as parents, we can't get everything by ourselves. So it's important that we put our kids in after school where we can get the tutoring and get the necessary assistance that our parents can't get. So.
Yeah. It's and I know you guys have been there for us too, and it's not even like that he has homework, it's the amount of homework that he has and the volume that he has, and it's just like it's a lot, and for a third grader it's a lot, and it's disappointing because he gets disappointed when he sees me upset, and then he gets disappointed because he feels like he can't do the work either. And I said, more important than him learning these fractions is his social emotional well-being, and I think that that's really being affected by the fact that that it's being piled on. But again, it's I've got a lot to think about. Me and his dad definitely have a lot to talk about and see what we're going to do going forward. But we've tried. We've definitely been in that school and fighting this year. So it's a lot. But thank you, Chris. Thank you guys for supporting us. Yeah.
I'm about to put some
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I love this support. I love the camaraderie. I think it's important, especially for you to hear from other people that there are good resources out there. Yeah. And then you just got to figure out, like, sit down and really kind of figure out what works for you. There's a lot of great public and charter schools that have a challenging curriculum. And because he doesn't have an IEP, then he can be challenged a little bit more and enter into advanced classes if he needs to. You guys just gonna have to do, ask Facebook. Like, what schools do they recommend that have the criteria that you want? Like a lot of people that put our kids in private schools, especially I would say Seventh-day Adventists, a lot of them end up taking their kids to Catholic schools too, because it's the same kind of structure. You're getting the same type of whatever. Yeah. And, there's some support around there as well. As somebody who graduated from an Adventist college, it's tough. Yeah. It is very, very tough. Like, it's very tough because you would think that Christianity will kind of, flow evenly throughout. And oftentimes there was lots of people crying in the hallways all the time. Yeah. All the days long.
Last night I was just like, I gotta go to bed. Like, I complete breakdown over the situation. I was just like, you know what? Do what you can, and if you can't do it, then you can't do it, and it don't matter. They're not gonna keep him back, I don't think. So, whatever. And so, anyway.
Shanae said, I wish I could do a segment for y'all on it. You can. It's a lot. Sending love to all the parents, because not only are we fighting the system, but we are fighting the social construct of education as well. Yeah. And we already know that, systematic racism and a lot of other things are already ingrained into all of these systems in general. Yeah. So like they say, black people gotta fight the hardest all the time. Yeah. White people in these suburban schools, you got an IEP. That means that you damn near just got a Rolls Royce, this is what we get. My child get all the things. Here maybe not so much. It's very interesting. Yeah. But what's that said, let's get into the meat of the show so that we can make sure that we're staying on time. And let's get this popping. Spark FM Online, Saucy and Friends in the Morning officially starts right now.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Broadcasting live worldwide. This is
Spark FM.
Lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it. Ha ta 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 da da da. I like that kind of music. I like music that have instructions in it, because I feel like I know how to dance it. Yeah. This is why I like Blueface.
Blueface too.
That one. Blueface got some hits.
Yeah, what is it? I like that.
Do it.
Blueface had all the IEPs.
He did. He definitely did. But he channeled them in. I don't know. I'm gonna leave the conversation right there because I don't know where he challenged them.
If my son could end up like Blueface.
No.
Yikes. I mean, wow. That's
by the way, talking about IEPs, did you guys know that Kanye dropped a thing at like 1 o'clock this morning?
An album?
Really?
A whole interview. 1 o'clock this morning.
An interview? Who interviewed him?
I don't know, but
it probably was Kanye himself that interviewed himself.
It was very strange. The channel only had like 1,000 subscribers, and it dropped at one. What's the name of the channel? God's Best Leaks or something like that.
Oh,
but yeah, very interesting. He was saying a lot.
Kanye is a very interesting fella. Mm-hmm. Very, very, very. Damn, it's everybody's birthday today. Golly.
Oh, I only have
The
two
Saucy
friends'
one
birthday.
is birthday today.
Yeah, fast shout outs of DJ Y Sham, Spark FM Zone. It's her birthday as
Happy
well.
birthday, DJ Y Sham. Boop, boop,
DJ
boop, boop,
Super
boop, boop.
Bones.
Soup. No, he's tomorrow.
Oh,
He's
that's
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Taurus season.
Taurus season. The bulls are upon us.
Bullies.
Yeah, that's
Tauruses
pretty much what they
bullies.
are, bullies.
Yeah,
Let's see. Today's going to be partly cloudy skies, high 63s, winds in the south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. That means it's going to be a little warmer. It's been a little chilly the last couple of days, but it's going to be a little warmer now.
Yeah.
Today is going to be a high 63. Tonight's going to drop down to about 40%. 40 degrees, not 40%. And there's a 2% chance of rain today, so it shouldn't be too crazy.
I think we're supposed to be getting some like midweek showers, so little
Are
sprinklings.
we?
Yeah.
I'm not in the mood for I don't want to see any more rain, and I don't want to be in any more cold. I want to start complaining about the heat a little bit, I think.
Oh no, I don't want to complain about the heat. I hate.
I was having a conversation about that the other day, and I was just like now that I'm officially 40, I don't know if I can make it through the summer.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know, because especially with wearing a wig, it's a lot for me.
It's
almost
hot.
like I get a little anxiety thinking about it.
You know, like when you're cold, you can put on more clothes and put on more clothes, right? Mm-hmm. When you're hot and then you're naked and still hot, then what do you do?
Yeah.
It's awful and it's miserable, and then heat is just crippling and just awful. I don't want nobody to talk to me. Don't look at me. I can't eat.
Give
I
me
hate
all the
everything.
heat. I like it.
No.
It's too hot.
I think I suffer. I heard somebody say something the other day. I think I suffer from seasonal depression.
Oh,
Yes,
no,
yes,
definitely.
definitely.
That's a real
because
thing.
that's and I'm now starting to wonder if you can get seasonal depression in the summertime too, because it's so hot.
Yes.
No.
Because I think in the wintertime, it's definitely dark, it's cold, it's dreary, nobody wants to do anything.
Yeah.
But in the summertime, if you're internally burning inside of your skin, it's not a good feeling.
And I'm just a naturally hot girl. So,
oh wow.
I'm wearing my springtime hat.
See?
Springtime.
I love springtime. I
Spring
like
and fall.
spring and fall.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
those
are
are-
great.
Yeah.
As long as it get a little warmer, little warmer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So today, let's get into the around the way news. Find out what's going on. What's happening? Average gas prices in Mass up nearly 20 cents from last week, and I believe it because I've been seeing the gas be ridiculous. What did we go the other day, and the gas was $3.89 or
Well,
something
yesterday at the little cheap gas station, it was $3.49. I said, is the gas going back up? What
It's
the hell
going
is
back
on?
up. We gotta blame Trump.
Trump. It is Trump.
People always want to say Biden, but Biden didn't do this.
Yeah.
It was Donald Trump that set everything backwards.
Yeah.
And that's terrible. It's absolutely terrible, and I don't like it. So an expert with AAA explains why Massachusetts is seeing a jump in the cost of gasoline. And Tristan is going to pull up the clip, but let me see if I can find it real quick because there's no real
Story.
Yes, no real story attached. The average price for a gallon of gasoline in Massachusetts has risen nearly 20 cents from a week ago, according to AAA. AAA reported Monday that the average price of regular gas in Massachusetts was $3.56 per gallon, compared to the price at $3.37 per gallon on April 15th. $3.56 is the average? That's high, ain't it? That means that there's some places that are above that.
You got to go to Brockton for your gas.
No, you got to go to Randolph BJ's. Oh, no, I'm saying. You have to go somewhere else. You got to go somewhere else. Let me not. I'm gatekeeping as a mom because y'all ain't gonna go take all the all the cheap gas.
Then they gonna raise up the price out there because they know the demand is high.
Oh, where's she at? That's reporting $4.75 for a regular gallon of gas.
She's right over there on Albany Street.
Oh yeah. Hi, Danae.
As summer approaches, but this most recent hike has certainly shocked a lot of drivers. Now, you won't see prices like this everywhere, but there is certainly a noticeable jump statewide.
quite absurd.
Pain at the pump as AAA reports a 19-cent jump in Massachusetts for gas prices.
I'm on E, so I had to pull over, but had I not been, I definitely would have drove right by.
They're a bit higher than normal, so it's surprising, a little disappointing, but I guess they're up everywhere.
Fuel companies are now switching over to the more expensive summer blend, but what's usually a 7 to 10 cent difference has jumped nearly 3 times that this year.
Traders were paying a 30-cent per gallon premium for the summer blend. So that all is getting into the system now. So now that's why the prices really spiked over the past week by almost 20 cents here in Massachusetts.
Which puts us closer to the national average because prices in the Bay State trended 30 cents lower up until this week.
So we've kind of caught up with the rest of the country. We were a little bit below our neighbors in other parts of the country.
AAA says gas prices could steadily climb until a projected peak in June. The prospect of even higher gas prices has some drivers thinking of other options.
I definitely have the option to work from home, so it definitely does influence it a bit. But I mean, if it's going to keep going up like this, might stay home a little bit more often.
Everybody better get on a bus.
AAA says there are some ways you can save at the pump. You could shop around to different gas stations to find the cheapest gas. You could also drive a little slower to utilize your gas mileage better. We're live in Boston. Today, Bucci WC.
Don't forget about gas, buddy.
But what they say, it's a summer blend. Excuse me. This ain't no wine.
No.
Give us the regular kind.
Exactly. First of all, I don't ever want to go somewhere and see $4.75 on the gas because I'm just not going to get it.
I'm not.
I'm also not going to just stay home because I can't afford gas.
Listen,
y'all gonna have to come down on the gas because that's the only other option that y'all got.
As soon as we move, I might even just become one of those people who are trying to get rid of cars in Boston because I'm going to be walking down the street.
Electric cars, you get,
I'm going to walk down the street and I'm going to take the free bus because I'm not going to drive my car. I'm going to take the insurance off.
I don't understand why I feel like I live so close to because that was my plan. Like, I'm going to walk to work every day. How, Danielle? How? I start at 4 o'clock in the morning, get there.
You're going to have to move into my house.
Shoot.
It's starting to be a family building. There's 6 people in one family that live in our building.
Really?
In all the apartments.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on.
Why can't we do that?
Exactly. I don't know what they do.
How they get in?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
See if you could get me one.
I'm gonna get you one.
Good, because I'm gonna be like, I need it for work. So to all of you guys out there, you guys already know that the city is kind of pushing towards a more diverse commuting experience, aka y'all need to get bus passes, and the cars are going to be in the minority. I would, if you can't beat them, join them.
That's what I'm about to do.
Yeah,
about to join them.
I'm about to park at your house. Yeah, take the free bus.
That's smart. Instead of driving the 1 more minute.
Yes.
What? Reduce your carbon footprint.
Exactly. Save gas. You know how much gas that's going to save me? About a fraction of whatever. Who cares? I know what I'm doing. I know what the plan is.
All right.
Let's see what else we got here. The Emerson College MIT Tough students start a protest.
Yeah.
Pro-Palestine, the Emerson College, MIT, and Tufts students start pro-Palestinian camps inspired by Columbia protests. On the first night of Passover, several local college students are demanding their school call for a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas following the protests of Columbia University last week. Dozens of students set up pro-Palestinian camps at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Harvard University, Tufts University, and Emerson College on Sunday night to protest ongoing war. We will be here until the college meets all of our standards, said Jawaria Jama with Emerson Students for Justice in Palestine. Let's go straight to the story so we can figure out what's going on.
Others in the Jewish community say these demonstrations are making them uncomfortable on the first night of Passover.
We will be here until the college meets all of our demands.
Students who have set up encampments on college campuses across the Boston area, including Emerson, MIT, Tufts, and Harvard, say they won't be budging until their schools prove they've cut all financial ties with Israel.
We are following on the tradition of Popular University, which is the idea of students taking back the institutions that they are a part of.
At one point, more than 100 students were camped out in an alley off of busy Boylston Street on Emerson's campus in solidarity with the pro-Palestinian protesters arrested at Columbia last week.
I don't think there's anything that could be more worthy of an Emerson College student than the types of peaceful protests that these students are engaging in right now.
Benjamin Levy, who teaches interdisciplinary studies at Emerson, is Jewish. He's applauding the students who are standing up for what they believe is right.
Protesting Israeli policy is not only not itself anti-Semitic, but is actually in the interests of Jewish populations both in the United States as well as around the globe.
The MIT-Israel Alliance called the encampment on its campus in Cambridge anti-Jewish. The group says many students are afraid to visit the school's Hillel building, fearing potential violence, and that some have even evacuated their dorms. Over at Emerson, the school's president, Jay Bernhardt, addressed concerns in a statement, saying, quote, "We encourage thoughtful dialogue and meaningful expression, but will not tolerate actions threatening safety, operations, or educational access." And Emerson's president says the college strongly supports the right to protest without bigotry or hatred in any form. Live near Boston Common, Drew Caritas for your local station, Boston 25.
I tell you what. If I was a parent and I'm paying for my child to have room and board to be at Emerson College and they sleeping outside in a tent, I'm gonna come down there, I'm gonna kick down your tent and get your ass back into your goddamn room that I am. Are you crazy?
You better put this tent over your door.
Right.
Your room door.
Put a poster on your wall if
it.
you want to support whoever, but you gonna get your ass back in that.
That is not how you allow freedom of expression and speech and internet.
Express yourself from your room. Are you crazy?
Yes. Literally, like that little one right there. She's going to be one of those top protesters in this world because she knew what she was ready. She was like, "We will not be moving until they meet our demands." Okay, and I like it.
You're listening. Organized for the NAACP and go back to your room.
So what's happening over at Columbia?
I don't know, and that's another thing. What do y'all do with supporting Columbia like that? Y'all gotta support. You're not even protesting. You're protesting to support Columbia.
I think that Columbia has a Columbia unit. What's really happening? I think Columbia is protesting. Wait, I don't know. I think Columbia might be in the opposition.
They're opposed to what these people are protesting for. I thought they were protesting in support of Columbia
University.
Yeah, they're supporting and support. Yeah. They're protesting in support of the students at Columbia that were arrested for protesting.
Oh, Palestinian students. Oh, okay. Pro-Palestinian protests are entering their 7th day at Columbia University as tensions rise on campus and Jewish students, faculty, and staff celebrate the Passover holiday. As some students have expressed safety concerns, Columbia said almost all classes on its main campus will be hybrid. Additional protests on Monday took place at other universities as well, including Yale and New York University. New York University students and faculty members were arrested during protests on the school's campus Monday night. Charges of anti-Semitism on campus have sparked a crisis on Columbia, with President Minouche Shafik facing calls for resignation or censure. I do believe that these children have the right to protest, because I think that what America is doing, and we were talking about that today. What America is, yesterday we was talking about America and how much money they have given to the Jewish people over there in Israel to help fight against the poor people. And I know they're saying it's Hamas, but what they're doing is they're using Hamas as a blanket to cause genocide of the Palestinian people. And I think that America, closing an eye to that is a shame. It's shameful. Yeah. Because we have a lot of students here from all over the world that is seeing what America's doing, and I bet that doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel good. And yes, Janet, thank you for bringing up Kraft. Kraft is pulling his money from Emerson because the students are protesting there, which I don't think is nice. That's not a nice thing to do for Kraft to do.
I think that's our next in the stories.
Robert Kraft deeply saddened over Columbia, so he's pulling it over Columbia University and cuts off funding. Robert Kraft graduated from Columbia in 1963 and has been 63. Wow.
How old is great.
No, and has been a huge proponent of the school in every way, including financially. But all that changed Monday when the billionaire Patriots owner made it clear he wasn't going to stand by and watch his university be taken over by hate and vitriol. The school I love so much, the one that welcomed me and provided me with so much opportunity, is no longer an institution I recognize. 82-year-old Kraft said in a statement released by Stand Up to Jewish Hate, adding, I am deeply saddened at the virulent hate that continues to grow on campus and throughout our country. Of course, since mid last week, students and others have taken to Columbia's NYC campus to demand the university sever all ties with Israel. Some protesters have been showing support for Hamas and their actions on October 7th, even calling for repeated attacks. The situation has gotten so tense on campus, classes have been switched from in-person to virtual. I mean, that part I think that they should leave out of their protests.
Yeah.
Like any outward support for Hamas, I think is going to set anybody off.
Right.
I think you should keep it as Palestine and Gaza and call it that. But when you start, yes, they should do another one and we support Hamas, you just effed it all up.
Right.
You messed it all up.
And what about your schooling? Ain't you there for school? Go to school.
School and college is where you go to find your voice, Miss Tony.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, you must get your academics right, but that is not why people go to college.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
You go to get your social, your socialization. You find your voice. You find out who you are in this world.
Is that right?
And maybe some of those students are protesters. Yep. And that's that.
Thank you for that lesson.
In Webster, Mass, a kidnapping arrest. Walter Fanyon due in court. Who he kidnapped? A 13-year-old victim. Oh no, I heard about this one. A Southbridge, Massachusetts man accused of kidnapping a child at Webster Beach and assaulting her last week was held without bail Monday pending a dangerous.
What the beach last week was for?
The incident happened at the Patriots Day holiday at Memorial Beach, Webster police said. Walter Fanyon, 68, had a dog with him and started a conversation about the dog, and she ended up in the car somehow.
These dogs are good conversation pieces.
They are. Fanyon allegedly touched the girl inappropriately in the car before dropping her off near her grandmother's home, where the girl told her grandmother what happened.
She was at the beach by herself?
He allegedly told the child he'd be back at the beach the following day at 11:30 a.m. to feel her up some more. The girl, who's under 14 years old, was able to provide investigators with unique characteristics of the car. Fanyon was arrested Friday when he returned to the beach once again to find that girl to touch her up. Investigators want to know if Fanyon may be connected to any other similar incidents. Anyone with information. Fanyon is facing several serious charges, including kidnapping, enticing a child under 16, and 4 counts of indecent assault and battery on a child under 14. He pleaded not guilty. Prosecutors requested he be held without bail pending a dangerousness hearing during Monday's arraignment, citing a criminal history they wanted to obtain more information about, including accusations of assault on a police officer. That request was granted, and Fanyon is set to return to court on Friday. So yeah, he lured the little, I don't know how and why she was anywhere at 13 by herself. That's not the point.
Yeah, no. I just want to know.
Or is it the point?
Well, yeah, I want to know what she was doing at the beach by herself.
And then when they saw her talking to a grown man with a dog and then they disappeared, what was it?
Yeah.
Under the age of 14 to his vehicle using his dog. Police say it all happened on Patriots Day on Memorial Beach in Webster. According to court documents, the 13-year-old victim reported to police that Fanyon pulled her into his car by her wrists and covered her mouth when she screamed for help. That's when the suspect allegedly groped her and sexually assaulted her. He then supposedly drove her around and dropped her off near her grandmother's home. Then she told her grandmother what happened.
She was a big help in getting this case solved. So, kudos to her.
The suspect allegedly told the child he would be back at the beach the next morning. Webster Police Chief Michael Shaw says the girl was able to provide investigators with unique characteristics, which helped in the arrest of Fanyon. He was taken into custody at the same beach a few days later.
We asked if anybody had any contact with him, or if they, if their children recognize him and they had some inappropriate contact with him, we would encourage them to contact us.
Court documents also detail that the suspect admitted to what he was being accused of, saying he believed the victim was 14 years old and developmentally delayed. The assistant district attorney quickly mentioning in court that Fanyan has a criminal history.
Although it is an older record, he does have a history of assault and battery on a police officer.
Fanyan will be back in court this Friday for a dangerousness hearing. Carla Rojo, NBC 10 Boston.
What?
Carla Rojo. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. So you thought she was 14. Oh, she did. I didn't think she was 13. I thought she was 14.
What is that?
So what do you do? Like what? You 14 is of age? 14 is an adult?
A consent or something?
And then he said that he thought that she was mentally not
challenged.
Mentally challenged, and then that's why you did it? Is because she was 14 and mentally challenged?
This whole story is just, there's a lot of confusing parts to the story. I do know he's a nasty man.
And I do want to know as well why she was on the beach by herself.
Why she was on the beach by herself?
To the point where she had to get driven to her grandmother's house. Why were you, that sounds to be far away.
Yeah, I'm concerned about that.
Me as well.
That's a concern for me.
Me as well. Yeah. I wish I could be, I should be investigative reporters.
Let's do it.
Let's just go to these people's house.
Investigative reporters be getting killed and stuff.
Yeah, Spark investigates.
They be getting killed and stuff.
And we don't make the well, no, Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna sacrifice the interns. No, we're gonna take the we're gonna order security, and then we're gonna go into the field, and we're gonna follow up on these stories, and then we're gonna ask the grandmother, why was she by herself?
Yeah,
that's the first question I'm gonna ask, because I know the details of everything else, but I want to know why you by yourself.
And then where the grandmother has custody of her? Does she live with the grandmother? There's things I want to know.
A masked man is convicted of a stabbing in a 2021 Boston Caribbean Carnival stabbing. Oh, the one who stabbed a little boy in the neck, maybe?
By stashes?
Yeah. A Boston man was convicted of killing a teenager in 2021 during Boston's annual Caribbean Festival. A Suffolk County jury convicted Omara Shears, 46, of first-degree murder in the stabbing death of Javari Somerville Adams, 17. Hayden's office said in a statement the jury started deliberation on Friday following a 4-day trial. Shears was first caught on December 13, 2021. Somerville Adams was outside Stash's Pizza on Columbia Road, Blue Hill Avenue, to watch the festival at around 9:19 a.m. That was Juve, not the festival. On August 28th, Hayden's office said Shears and Somerville Adams were near each other briefly before the stabbing. While in front of Stash's, Shears reached out and stabbed Somerville Adams in the neck. Somerville Adams put his hand to his neck, stumbled, and fell to the sidewalk. Hayden's office said police came to his aid, and he was then taken to Boston Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. Surveillance video captured the scene and showed Sears looking around after the stabbing. Hayden's office said he put on a baseball hat and then walked over to Seaver Street, and he was also seen interacting with a family member while holding the knife in his hand. The two had no history with each other. During the verdict, several members of the Somerville Adams family were present in the courtroom when the verdict was read, Hayden's office added. What guilty verdicts can do is bring survivors of homicide victims the knowledge that justice has been served and an offender has been held accountable for their actions. But what verdicts can never do is erase the pain and loss and grief of losing a loved one. I'm grateful for the jury's service and verdict in this tragic, inexplicable act of violence, which ended the life of a young man enjoying a city festival. Yeah. Have they ever said what the motive was or why he did this?
No, I'd never heard
What
any.
is the motive? What is going on?
What would be the reason why I fail to understand what happened in that interaction.
To escalate it like that.
Yeah.
You know, like that to that extreme.
Like you stabbed him in the neck. Like you didn't stab him in the arm or in the leg or something. You stabbed him in the neck to kill him. So what came over you? What did he do? What did you do? What snapped in you that made this happen?
But I think that what we heard about that guy was that he was a problem, right? Like, didn't we hear rumors about the guy that did the stabbing? Like he was
loose-brained?
Yeah.
Wait, let me see. His name is Omara Shears, 46.
46 years old.
46 years old and stabbing a 17-year-old.
Yep.
Man convicted of slaying teen. Do they say? Trying to look and see if we can find any information about the man. Arrested following murder. So this was last year. Let's see if we can get any.
Yeah. So this happened in 2021, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's so sad.
Oh, he looked capped.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember with this long beard thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to. Let me see. Universal Morning. He stabbed the knife right in his neck. It doesn't say, but if we find some more information, yeah, because that's crazy. Motive. I just want to know. What was the reason? Like, why you go to jail? Why you going to jail for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
For something that, what?
Like what was it? A 17-year-old, like a kid.
When you tell people why you're in jail, what are you saying?
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, so I don't. Well, if we find it, yeah. With that said, we have one Boston City Councilor pens letter to police. Proactive approach to illegal street racing. Which one is this? Flynn.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. I knew. Yep. Flynn don't want nobody driving fast.
Yep.
Flynn don't want nobody doing anything on any type of mobile device. Not mobile. What is it?
Do you think that he feels like he has a duty as the son of one of the former great mayors of Boston? Do you feel like he has a duty to uphold,
to be tough on crime?
Yeah, like what do you think he?
I don't know. Because maybe he was involved in a car accident before and he hates cars. I don't know. After dozens of reports of drag racing in the Back Bay. In the Back Bay over the weekend, one Boston City councilor wants authorities to take a more hands-on approach when it comes to illegal dirt bikes and street racing. In a letter sent to Commissioner Michael Cox, Boston City Councilor Ed Flynn wants the latest incident thoroughly investigated. With the weather getting warmer, it is critical to take measures to address this type of dangerous racing and gathering in our neighborhood streets, the letter said. This not only negatively impacted the quality of life of the residents in the area, but it also dangerous for pedestrians and other cars and can cause damage to roads. And I'm going to stop right here. Why? Because this has been going on for years. This has been going on for years in different parts of the community. You in Dorchester have had to deal with this happening multiple nights in a row till all hours of the night. It happens in Back Bay for 20 minutes. And now we have a letter being penned to the commissioner and to everybody for it. This is the problem that we have, because when it's time for everybody to speak out, nobody want to speak out if it's in the hood. But when you take it to Back Bay, then all of a sudden we got to figure out what to do about these dirt bikes.
Absolutely.
That's crazy. Let's go to the clip.
This was cars.
For Councilor Flynn, who wants police to crack down before he says someone gets hurt or even killed.
Very loud, very disturbing, and very annoying.
Back Bay residents in this high-end Marlborough Street neighborhood were awoken by more than a dozen cars doing donuts. It all happened here at the intersection of Dartmouth in the wee hours of Sunday morning.
I was kind of like alarmed to know that it was organized and then the streets were being blocked.
Neighbors say more than 40 people showed up to watch this coordinated chaos. City Councilor Ed Flynn says his district borders the area.
We need to stop that. We can't allow that to take place in Boston.
Councilor Flynn wrote a letter to Boston Police Commissioner Michael Cox, worried this may continue as warmer weather approaches.
As we go into the summertime, I think we have to readdress our strategy.
What are these people doing?
Councilor Flynn pointed out that this has happened in other parts of the city, and it is time to clamp down. Neighbors agree.
It doesn't happen just here. It also happens across town, places that don't get a lot of media coverage.
Councilor Flynn's goal is to stop this all over Boston, and residents who live here just hope it won't happen again.
We work all week, we're tired, and then, on the weekend we want to, sleep in, or, we don't want to be bothered.
And even if you didn't work all week and wasn't tired, ain't nobody want to hear that at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Councilor Flynn says he hopes to hear from the police commissioner tomorrow on Tuesday to see what steps can be taken so this doesn't happen here or anywhere else in the city.
He did say this is not an isolated incident. Our city streets and even highways have been drag racing, as well as dirt bikes and ATV traveling in groups at dangerous speeds and blocking traffic, especially during the summertime. Last year, there was a large gathering of cars near the Oxford Papa's property and South Boston waterfront for some sort of rave at 3 a.m. Again, you're not talking about the places that this is going on till 7 o'clock in the a.m. with over 300 311 calls for it. Yeah. Residents in my district have long been concerned about dirt bikes, ATVs, and dangerous behavior with vehicles. As summer approaches, we need to be proactive in addressing these issues, perhaps keeping track of vehicles that are engaging in the illegal races and seizing stolen vehicles that are engaged in these activities. That's gonna be a hard fight, brother.
Definitely not gonna be easy, but I mean, because it is gonna increase as the summer months increase, and especially the way that they organize that. Was,
I think if they don't do something about it, I think that's a little bit of encouragement.
Right.
Whereas let's just pop out real quick, do a little 20 minutes, and then we'll hightail it out of here.
Yeah.
It's like Fast and the Furious.
It was like
cool.
Fast and Furious.
I mean, it's not cool. I think it's ridiculous, but am I always questioned with El Punto and different people and things like that? I don't think it's in El Punto, because El Punto, I feel like, sticks to themselves. Yeah, and they do the music.
Yeah.
This is drag racing and street racing, so this might be some youngsters. But El Punto like to stay in their hood, and El Punto already took over the Clifford Park anyway, so they don't need to
go around there.
Do they? Do they?
I mean, I think they set up wherever they can set up for a little while, and then they move.
Tristan got into their little.
I was in one of the El Puntos before, and it was we started in the back there, West Roxbury.
Oh,
and we ended up by South Bay.
Wow.
like quite near off of 93, up in like the industrial part. And the police ran us up out of there. Very quickly.
They should let them go into the underground parking lot.
Yeah, I don't set up some. Well, I think street racing in general is
not
just,
street racing, but the El Punto with the music.
Yeah, I think they should
give them a space to do that.
Give them in Newmarket Square. That back there, that was a nice place. They got enough room to put a little food truck out there, get a little tamales, birria tacos.
Yeah,
that's racist because that's not them. They're not Mexican. Sorry.
I mean, they eat that.
They do.
Do
Puerto Ricans eat tacos?
Chimmies.
Oh, they do meet chimis. Yes,
they're Dominicans.
And plantain sandwiches.
Oh yeah, and that little corner store by Stashes
and
over there.
Plenty mayonnaise.
Yeah, there's a mayonnaise and ketchup.
That ketchup mayonnaise.
Yeah,
lots of it, and raw white onion. I'm hungry.
It's funny though, because in front of Raymond's Tire Shop, there is that little burger, that little sandwich truck.
Is it a chimichurri?
I don't understand how the hell that one food truck get to be out at all hours. I'm not hating. I'm not hating. They should be. I think that food trucks is the reason why they food trucks. They should be able to serve food whenever the hell they got gas in the car and they got oil to cook.
Yeah.
So, but
it probably is a chimichurri.
I think it is a chimichurri. Yeah.
Down by where we're moving to next to Fernandez, there's Bully Chimmy that just opened.
That is the same.
And that started in the parking lot over here on High Park Ave, on the corner like High Park Ave and Metropolitan. Oh, wow. So they had a food truck that was out there like late night, and then now they have their business there. But them chimmies be good.
That's what's a chimmy?
It's
a chimichanga?
It's a Dominican burger. So it's like a burger on sub bread, and it does have that ketchup, mayonnaise, and it has cheese and lettuce, tomato, all of that. So it's a Dominican burger.
It's a burger sub.
Yeah, it's a burger sub.
Burger
sandwich.
The subger.
Give me it without the sauce.
Without the sauce.
Yeah, I mean, and that sauce isn't bad in moderation, but when you
smother it on there, like that time that you got them fried chicken.
That chicken. Yeah. And I will never eat that again.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Terrible.
It made me.
It made me, and I love creamy things, but I couldn't do it with that. It was too much.
We got to go to commercial break and pay some bills. We'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. What
is this, Doctor?
This is Well, Spark of New England. Spark FM. Bringing the heat back to the airwaves. Turn us up.
All right, let's take a look.
Hartford and surrounding areas, line up your whole entire team. Ahsoka Senators and King AB present CT Juve Weekend from June 7th to June 9th. Event number 1, the Welcome Party. It's all taking place at the Tropics from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. It's an indoor and outdoor event located at 3229 Main Street in Hartford, Connecticut. We don't want to go home. Event number 2, Juve, Saturday morning from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's the Festival of Color. Event number 3, Drum. Drink rum until morning from 9 p.m. till 2 a.m. It's all taking place at the 321 Hall. That's located at 3155 Main Street in Hartford, Connecticut. We drink till we come. We don't pay with it. Event number 4, Lot B. It's the morning after from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's all taking place at the Garden, located at 183 Windsor Ave in Windsor, Connecticut. Get your tickets right now at ctjuve.frontlineticketing.com. It's CT Juve Weekend from June 7th to June 9th. It's all sponsored by Zilla 868 and Spark FM. Get your tickets now.
Hello, I'm Marissa Jarrett Winoker. Performing on stage takes mental and physical preparation. But one thing I never thought to prepare for was cervical cancer. 91% of cervical cancers are caused by the human papillomavirus, or HPV. 1 in every 4 Americans is infected with HPV. For many people, the virus hides inside them and they never develop symptoms. But for others, HPV links directly to cancer. My cancer almost ended my career. It almost ended me. The good news is, there are vaccines that can protect you or your children from cancer. The HPV vaccine is recommended for children 11 to 12 years old, and a catch-up vaccine may be an option for teens and young adults. Talk to your doctor. You don't want HPV hiding inside of you. Go to thinkaboutthelink.org to learn more. Together, we can stop cancer before it starts.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Spark FM.
I know you nasty. She be touching on her own body.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
Said she wanna take me away. Said she wanna take me away. Said she wanna show me the way.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up. Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce,
Back it up, back
Miss
it in.
Tony, and
Back it in.
Rockstone Triz.
See, y'all don't know nothing about this kind of music.
Rapping, you stop
Spark FM Online. Back it up, back it in. Let me begin.
Hey.
I came to rock in the
I came to win, baby. It's a sin.
You just do it.
How you going?
What?
Justin, pull it back.
What?
Justin, pull it back. Is this
That's so my song,
is
too.
this jump?
Jump around?
Yeah, jump around. House of Pain. All right. Ready? Let's go.
I gotta wait till the beat drop. Y'all ready? Everybody, rap with me.
Let's go.
Pack it up, pack it in.
Hey.
Let me begin.
Hey.
I came to win, battle me, that's a sin.
Uh-huh.
I won't ever slack up. Punk, you better back up. Try and play the role and you're rolling with the act up. Get up, stand up, come and show your hands up. If you feel it feeling me, jump into the ceiling. Muggins at the floor, but something to the sun. Yo, I bust them jump around. jump up and get down.
Jump, 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 jump.
Everybody jump. Oh, I love it. I love it. How come we didn't play this on Sunday? Did we? I feel like we did.
Probably.
Somebody did.
Yo, I bust him in the eye and then I take the punk's hope. Wow.
What?
That's aggressive.
What happened?
I mean,
Are you looking up the lyrics?
Yeah, lyrics back in the day. Mugs let the funk flow. Someone's talking junk. Yo, I bust him in the eye and then I'll take the punk's hoe. Oh, see, those was
feeling funkum after the trunk, and I got more rhymes in the cups at a Dunkin' Donut shop. Showed up, I got props from the kids on the hill, plus my pops. I came to get down. So get up, jump around.
These are some hard lyrics. I'll serve your ass like John McEnroy, and your girl steps up. McEnroe. If your girl steps up, I'm smacking the hoe. Word to your moms. I came to drop bombs. I got more rhymes than the Bible's got psalms.
And just like the prodigal son, I'll return.
Okay.
Anyone stepping in me, you get burned.
Hey.
I got lyrics, and you ain't got none. If you want a battle, bring a shotgun.
Oh. Yeah, see, these children don't rap like this no more. It's no real heart and
this
feelings.
Morning, Tristan and I did a case study this morning because Quavo responded.
Oh, Quavo responded.
We're going to go into entertainment a little bit right now. So Quavo has responded. I think that Quavo should not have responded. That didn't do it, Quaves.
It didn't do it.
Huncho. It didn't do it.
It did. I mean, I mean, it was, like I felt like it was. I think it was a good song to listen to, but it wasn't a good diss track.
It was very Migos-esque.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It sounded like, and every time I think of the Migos, I
Bad
think
and
of
Bougie.
Bad and Bougie.
Yep.
And Bad and Bougie specifically when Sid the Science Kid and his friends were dancing to Bad and Bougie. So Migos is cartoon rap for me, right? Chris Brown, I think that his was so hard because he is a singing ninja.
He's an R&B ninja.
And he went at that.
I never heard Chris's.
Really? I liked it. It was good. And it was like this. It was like lyrics like this, like hard lyrics, right? And Quavo.
I didn't know that Quavo's name was Quavarius.
Yes, it is. Quavarious's rhyme was all
Aquarius.
was all talking about other people.
Yeah, there was
like
Rihanna, Michael Jackson, Sweetie.
Why?
Yeah.
Chris Brown maybe have alluded to other people in his thing, but he didn't name other people. He just went hard at Quavo. So I think that Quavo needs to come again. I think that he felt like he only had 24 hours to respond. He should have taken, a little extra time to respond. Anyhow, that's the entertainment.
It's if I was a rapper, I would feel some type of way as well, because if a R&B bro is out here really giving battle rap, then I would feel some type of way that I'm not giving like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. Y'all got to go
Kanye
back.
Kanye came out with a diss track.
To who?
To Drake. You
Drake.
gotta like that remix.
Drake.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You gotta like that remix. Came out I think on Sunday or Saturday.
Oh.
Kanye just dropping things in the middle of the night. Who you think he is? Taylor Swift?
Beyonce?
I'm gonna let you have your time, but
I mean, Kanye.
I don't know,
talent.
but that just felt like Chris Brown snorted a few lines and went
No,
ham.
that's what Tristan said, and it does. It sounds like he was amped at like 3 a.m. He woke up out his sleep like, gotta say something. but he went hard. He went
I wonder
hard.
if Chris Brown is gonna respond. I know that Saweetie did respond because she did not like that line, because she was just like, just the other day you was in my DMs talking about whatever. I wonder if you could turn that other bottle into a Saweetie too. So I don't know. She was feeling some type of way. I would feel some type of way. I would want to say something as well.
What would you? I just want to say something to Chris Brown.
Me too. I want to say something to. I don't want to say nothing to Chris Brown. I just want to see Chris Brown naked.
I love Chris Brown.
Put your little hand over my throat, boy. I tell you, shake me up a little bit. You know what I mean? What else you got? Oh, back to the national news.
The Biden administration has finalized his controversial minimum staffing mandate at nursing homes. Now, did you know that this was a thing? No, me either. Most U.S. nursing homes will need to add staffing under a federal rule announced on Monday. What is it? What's going? So the Biden administration just finalized the first ever minimum staffing rule at nursing homes. This mandate requires a minimum of more than 3 hours of nursing care per resident per day in facilities that receive federal funding. We know that a lot of facilities struggle with this. It also requires a registered nurse to be on site at all times. For example, now a facility with 100 residents would need at least 2 registered nurses and 10 nurses aides per shift. Nursing homes facing workforce shortages though can get temporary exemptions under the new measures here. And that's good because we do know that there's a lot of nursing homes that are understaffed. We've witnessed it in the care of our grandparents. And so that is good. Thank you, Joe Biden, for the things that you do.
Y'all know that I'm a CNA as well.
Yes,
and,
you are.
So a lot of the nursing homes that I've worked in, a lot of the time, probably shouldn't be saying it. There's no
understaffed.
We investigative reporting.
No, but I mean that's true. We know that
Yeah.
because that's why I feel like that's why CNAs be so stressed out all the time because there ain't nobody to help them do nothing.
Yep. And the majority of the work in nursing home falls on the CNAs, right?
Yeah.
Look at this. They only need 2 registered nurses.
Yeah.
Everybody else can be a nurse's aide. So that's tough. A judge declares a mistrial in the case of an Arizona rancher accused of killing an unarmed migrant. A judge has declared a mistrial in the criminal case against 75-year-old Arizona rancher George Allen Kelly, accused of fatally shooting a migrant on his property near the U.S.-Mexico border, the court confirmed Monday night. Jurors had been deliberating since Thursday afternoon. Kelly was charged with second-degree murder and aggravated assault in the January 30th, 2023 fatal shooting of Gabriel Quen Buitimia, 48, a migrant who lived across the border in Nogales, Mexico. He had pled not guilty. Law enforcement officials said Quen Buitimia was traveling with a group of migrants who ran when they saw Border Patrol agents in the area. The migrant and another migrant were allegedly heading back to the southern side of the border when they passed through Kelly's cattle ranch. It's then that prosecutors allege Kelly recklessly fired an AK-47 from a distance of about 115 yards, fatally striking him in the back. During the trial, prosecutors pointed out inconsistent statements Kelly made to law enforcement officials throughout the investigation. According to prosecutors, Kelly initially told Jeremy Marcel, a Border Patrol agent who worked as a ranch liaison, he was returning fire after being shot at by a group of 5 armed individuals who were wearing packs and running southbound.
So he decided to what? He was hunting?
He made up that whole lie like that. That's such a detailed lie. Prosecutors claim Kelly at first failed to tell law enforcement agents he shot his weapon. Prosecutors said his story changed minutes later when he told law enforcement officials it was a group of about 10 to 15 people armed with AR-style rifles.
Oh, he was like, I'm going to cover this up for myself.
I'm going to make up this elaborate story. Authorities say the migrant was unarmed and they were unable to find evidence that another weapon had been fired. So this guy just completely lied. The jury's just declared a mistrial. So what does that mean?
Why would they do? What was the mistrial? Let's go to the clip because
Yes,
I need to feel the details. Because what is it that you mistrialed about? He
Yeah,
lied.
He lied deliberately.
I'm trying to get on.
Beginning, he has the latest from Nogales on the outcome of the trial and what's next.
This month-long trial has ended without a verdict, the judge declaring a mistrial after this jury hit an impasse over and over again. The big question now, will state prosecutors seek a new trial?
The court orders that a mistrial, that this case is a mistrial.
For the first time Monday, George Allen Kelly walked out of court without the fear of a guilty verdict for now.
It is what it is, and it will be what it will be.
Oh.
Let me go home. Okay?
After 4 weeks of testimony and being subject to international media attention, Kelly made it clear he wants to move on. But that can't happen just yet. State prosecutors get to decide if they will continue pursuing the charges.
It made me feel better to find out that it was in our favor.
After the mistrial was declared, defense attorney Kathy Lothorpe was able to inquire with jurors. She says 7 were leaning not guilty, just 1 holdout wanting a guilty verdict.
It is a win to get a hung jury. It is the second best answer, but we were hoping for that not guilty 100%.
The family of the victim, Gabriel Quen Buitimea, did not make any statements, but the Consular General for the Mexican consulate in Nogales, Marcos Moreno Baez, had this to say.
Mexico will continue to accompany family of Mr. Quen Buitimea. They will continue to look for justice, and we are positive that justice
will prevail. This is what we are all looking for.
We're just going to have to wait and see now what state prosecutors decide to do. That decision should become clear on Monday next week at 1:30. We'll be here and bring you the very latest. Reporting from Nogales.
I would not want to be in Arizona, Texas, none of them.
So this, Tristan, I was literally thinking the same thing. I said Arizona and Texas. If y'all think y'all gonna get any justice for a migrant, you are losing your mind. That's why that man is so belligerent, because he knows there's nothing they can do to me. I'm a Texan or I'm an Arizonian, and this is our country, and I can shoot whoever I want to because you illegal here. That's it.
That's what it is.
That's the case. Don't look for no justice. He ain't gonna get it.
That's awful. He definitely should be held until they decide what to do. That's the fact that he's just free to roam is crazy to me.
And that man got good eyesight, huh?
He do.
115 yards.
He's a hunter, probably, and he hunted them migrants like they was deer.
I can't even read good with my glasses on.
Girl,
so I don't know what happened.
girl, okay,
What
I
kind of
feel
eyesight that 75-year-old man got. That's crazy.
Like, CK, read that for me. That's not gonna. What's the letters, baby? What's the letters? Tell me. Read me out the letters. I don't know what it say.
A driver was injured as thieves steal $30,000 worth of snow crabs from a truck. That's a lot, because snow crabs ain't expensive, so that's a lot of snow crab. Authorities.
What the hell is a snow crab? That big one?
No, they're the little
That's the one that ate Amelia Earhart?
No, that was coconut crabs. Those are the size of you.
Oh.
The size of Sparkell. Them things are big, but
Is he over there?
No.
Oh, he's got new friends. Sorry.
The snow crabs are the little ones that you can get in the shaking crab. They're the cheap ones. Authorities are looking for up to a dozen thieves who beat and robbed a delivery driver of $30,000 worth of snow crabs Friday morning outside of a Philadelphia Walmart. It was Grandpa Harvey's snow crabs, Philadelphia police. Captain Jack Ryan told Philadelphia's WPVI 2 pallets, approximately 100 boxes valued at $30,000. Friday's heist was the second such theft in 10 days, according to the news station. Authorities allege that the refrigerated truck was parked at the Walmart delivery dock around 5:30 a.m. Friday when a security system alerted the driver to the thieves' presence. The robbers, who arrived in 4 cars, were not deterred.
They was organized crime.
That was a heist. 2 of the robbers reportedly attacked the driver, who was treated at the scene for his injuries. There has been at least 38 cargo heists in the Philadelphia area so far this year. On April 10th, thieves targeted a truck carrying 56 cases of pork worth more than $12,000.
That's how much pork costs?
Not the pork loin.
Oh, wow, a little pork yeah.
Oh, ew. On March 14th, a driver napping in his truck awoke to find thieves making off with the shipment of bourbon he was hauling.
Oh, that's the one I want.
That's the one that I want.
Yeah.
John Rigney, safety director of the Pennsylvania Motor Truck Association, told the news station that criminals target specific types of trucks. They look at a trailer type. If you see a refrigerated trailer, you know there's something valuable in there, whether it's ice cream, pork, crab legs, or beef. Ryan said the thefts happen late at night or early in the morning, typically as drivers sleep while waiting to deliver their loads to the stores or warehouses. That's crazy. That's like a Robin Hood thing. Do you think they sell?
So they selling the snow crabs?
Where they getting the?
They selling the snow crabs to the restaurants for a cheaper price.
That's right.
Because if I was a restaurant, I'd be like, just give me 2 boxes.
Yeah, give me 2 boxes of that snow crab.
Because I don't want to be in trouble.
All y'all got to do is look for where all of a sudden they're selling mad snow crab, don't you? Or do you think people are having crab barrels?
Oh, crab balls.
But at their house.
Broils.
And inviting their friends. Crab barrel. A gator, alligator.
This is a cool story.
Alligator storms the MacDill Air Force Base and fights wildlife officers. Will you go?
I would fight them too. First of all, let me ask a question. I don't even want you to read the story. Where the hell did the alligator come from on the airport? Y'all didn't see the alligator walking on the goddamn tram the whole time?
There's be swamps.
Oh, it's Florida.
It's Florida.
But there's no swamp by the airport, is it?
Yes, there is. There's swamps and
But at what
courses
point did
and
they not
everything.
see the alligator walking onto getting where it got?
I don't know. In a scene only a few places in the U.S. could boast about, an alligator made himself at home Monday on the Florida military base, where he's unsuccessfully fought off the wildlife officers assigned to capture him. Look at him. Look at him all up under the plane. Photos posted on the MacDill Air Force Base's Facebook page showed the large gator resting near the wheels of a tanker plane parked on the base's runway. Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservative Commission agents were called out to wrangle the creature, who did not take kindly to their arrival.
I'd have to leave that there.
I would have to put a trail of snow crab legs to make him go back to where he's going.
True.
Video shared by base officials showed the two officers fighting with the gator as he thrashed and attempted to get away. They were ultimately able to get control and relocate him to the Hillsborough
Who is she,
River.
Crocodile Dundee? Because look at her. She's like, I got him. I wrapped him.
Are they both women?
No, this thick one over here is a man.
The one with the hips is a man.
The one with the hip and ass is a man.
Our newest toothy airman has been relocated to a more stable environment off base. Special thanks to FWC for the assist. Wildlife officials believe the gator found his way onto the base after being forced away from his usual home by a bigger gator they've named Elvis. No one was injured in the encounter. That is very, very good. What else is going on? Texas 10-year-old admits to killing man when she was 7 years old.
I was watching this yesterday on the news.
Tell us what you know.
So the little girl, I thought it was a boy. So the 10-year-old, she admitted.
It is a boy.
The 10-year-old boy admitted that when he was 7, he got his grandpa's shotgun, went into another person's trailer, and shot him in the head.
Shot his grandfather?
No, not his grandfather. Shot the victim in the head. Like he pointed the gun and shot him in his head just willy-nilly when he was 7 years old.
Wow. They were investigating Texas authorities investigating the 2022 murder of Brandon Raspberry were stunned earlier this month when they got a confession from a 10-year-old boy. The boy, whose name is being withheld by police, was unknown to investigators until April 12th when a principal at the Nixon Smiley Consolidated Independent School District called the Gonzales County Sheriff's Office. According to a news release, the principal reported that the boy had threatened to kill a classmate of the school bus the evening before. During the subsequent threat assessment conducted by the school, the boy made concerning statements indicating his involvement in the killing of Raspberry. In a letter sent to parents, Nixon Smiley ISD officials said the boy who would not be returning to his elementary school because of his age at the time of the crime. However, the child cannot be charged with Raspberry's death. Texas Penal Code 8.07 states that a child does not have criminal culpability until they reach the age of 10 years old, deputies said in a statement. At the time of the murder, the juvenile suspect was 7 years old, 1 week shy of his 8th birthday.
So how did the little boy know to confess at 10?
Raspberry's father, Kenneth Raspberry, told the news that he was stunned by the news regarding his son's alleged killer.
7 years old. And because of his age, he's not going to be criminally charged. Now, this case is out of Gonzales County, about an hour east of San Antonio. And on April 12th, the Gonzales County Sheriff's Office says that the principal from the Nixon Smiley Independent School District called them.
That principal said that a student threatened to assault and kill another student on a bus. And in talking to that child, the district told the sheriff's office the boy made a comment about shooting and killing a man 2 years ago.
Investigators now say that man was 32-year-old Brandon Raspberry. He was found dead here at the Lazy J RV Park in Nixon on January 18th, 2022. Raspberry had been shot in the head. After the child's alleged threat on that bus, he was taken to a child advocacy center to be interviewed. It was there that Gonzales County investigators say the boy shared information that was consistent with firsthand knowledge of the homicide of Brandon Raspberry. According to the sheriff's office, during that interview, the child said he was staying with his grandfather who lived in the same RV park. He got a 9mm gun out of his grandfather's truck, went to Raspberry's RV, saw him sleeping, and shot Brandon Raspberry in the head.
Why?
He also said he fired a round into a couch in the RV and then put the gun back in his grandfather's glove box. The 10-year-old told investigators he did not know Raspberry and had no reason to be angry with him. He had only seen him walking around the RV earlier that day. Raspberry moved into that RV park 4 days before he was killed. On April 12th of this year, investigators say they found the gun used in this murder at a pawn shop in Seguin. The boy told investigators his grandfather pawned it.
What?
Now, after
Little
that
boy, little
interview, the
snitch.
10-year-old was brought here to San Antonio and placed on a 72-hour emergency detention for psychiatric evaluation and treatment. After that, he was booked on charges for making that threat on the school bus. But because of the boy's age at the time of the murder, he cannot be criminally prosecuted. Texas Penal Code says a child does not have criminal culpability until they reach the age of 10. So since the boy was 7 at the time of the murder, no criminal charges will be filed in this case. Now, late this afternoon, I spoke with Brandon Raspberry's father, Kenneth, about getting the news that his son's suspected killer is only a child.
I
was shocked, very shocked. This wasn't the person that me, my wife, her oldest daughter, this isn't anywhere the suspect that we thought it was.
Oh, they thought it was somebody else.
What do you do with that? It reminds me of the little boy who shot his teacher.
Yeah.
He's 6 years old, and he got angry enough to just go and bring a gun to school after a lot of kind of, leading up to it, and then he shot his teacher.
Yep.
This little boy at 7 years old took his grandfather's gun, went into somebody else's trailer, saw him sleeping, killed him, shot the couch, got back into his own trailer, put the gun up, and decided to confess about it 3 years later.
3 years later. I don't know. And
Lock him up.
what? Lock him. Lock him up.
Lock him up. Lock him up.
Because what do you do with that? You're saying that this little baby murderer cannot face any type of consequences, and he should be able, knowing that this is still on his conscience, that he did this and nothing could happen to him. Aren't we setting him up?
Did he think that nothing could happen? Like, what did he think? Like, what? The mind of a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Did he think it was a game, or what did he think? Does he know that he killed
a lot of people are saying socio. A lot of people are saying sociopath.
Yeah,
that's what it. Yeah, that's what it's turning out to be. Like a sociopath. Like literally, like he doesn't have any emotions to it. Like I killed him at 7.
Yeah.
And I said, this is what I did.
Both of them. He's both of the paths.
Yeah, he's both of the paths.
All the paths.
Satan spawned child gotta leave. No, seriously, like if they don't have this boy in complete surrendered therapy, moving forward, this is gonna come back later. Like, when he was 7 years old, he shot a man in cold blood for absolutely no reason.
Y'all gotta go watch Son of No One with Channing Tatum. It's on Stars.
What it do?
You gotta watch it. It's similar to this.
Oh, really?
It's some kind of something like this.
Oh, this is very interesting. But, like, that's scary. I don't want to, I really don't want to be around any sociopathic children.
Me either. Like, this kind of thing, I can't take. Yeah. I can't take this thing because it's a scary concept to think that anything can just happen.
Yeah. With anyone.
Can I tell y'all,
anytime.
I knew you was a little white baby.
Oh, yeah.
I mean a trailer park.
It's a trailer park.
Yeah, we living together.
Yeah.
Did y'all watch Good Times yet? Did anybody watch
the new one?
Yes.
No.
Movies?
I started watching, and I was like, I'm not watching this. This is ridiculous.
Why?
It's disgusting. It's making fun of black people who live in the project. And it's not like, Good Times was about a black family in the project who was trying to whatever.
Yeah.
This cartoon is embarrassing. It's disgusting.
Really?
I hate it.
Do you remember the PJs? Is it?
Yeah, I remember the PJs.
How was it compared to the PJs? How was it?
I think that this is a lot worse than the PJs.
Yeah. I'm gonna go watch an episode because now you got me intrigued.
Yeah, I was upset.
Really?
And then I think that one of them people,
Rogan,
McFarlane.
Yeah, or one of them has something to do with it, and it's just like why?
The same producer of Family Guy.
Yeah, they have like a baby that's a drug dealer.
Oh,
it's awful. It's awful. I was upset.
Let's we can't play the trailer probably.
Yeah.
And
Steph Curry. Steph Curry, I think, is an.
Let's see if we can play the trailer.
Is an executive producer on it too.
Put Good Times new.
Yeah.
Good Times.
And then new.
And Uncle Grandpa, I am familiar. Yeah, see, mass-made cannabis, I agree with Tony. Good Times is trash. I'm familiar with Big Mouth. Big Mouth is something different.
Big Mouth nasty.
Big Mouth is nasty, and it's something. It's like a teen drama or whatever. But this Good Times thing is ridiculous.
I don't know.
Here is the clip. Let's just watch a little 30. Yeah,
all right,
a little 30 seconds skimulation. It's probably not going to be bad on the.
Call and they want to cut you a disability check for your face. Hold up. You can get paid for that?
This is from a fool who stares at his orange juice every morning.
It says concentrate on the box. Who the dummy now? Shit. Me for not wearing a condom. Shadows fall over my heart.
Oh, the baby drug dealer.
Man, my mouth ready for some milk right now.
Y'all see that? The white guy get the drugs.
My mouth ready for some milk right.
The white guy got the drugs. For the prostitutes, there were the baby drug dealer. All right.
So it's Bebe Kid.
Oh, look, free guns.
It's worse than that.
The government drops free guns into the hood.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna skim through it. Oh,
yeah. We got the gangsters.
Oh, we got a cross gangster war here.
Okay.
War.
Press play. Let me hear a little bit.
Put yourself in harm's way. I love you too very much. Everything back.
The revolution will not be televised.
Come on, Rosa Parks. Can't you just enjoy this?
JB Smooth, Yvette Nicole Brown, Jay Farrow, Slick Johnson, Marcy Martin, and Wanda Sykes. I mean, there's some heavy hitting names on there that must be. I would have preferred them to call it something else.
Yep.
Instead of Good Times, I guess.
Yep. The first episode had the father singing a duet in the shower with a roach.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It's so poor.
Trash black comedy, I guess. So
worse than that. What was that? What was that just
somebody smacking ass?
Yep. In the alleyway.
In the alleyway because she's a prostitute, I guess. And the dog is watching. Oh, all right.
Go watch it.
I'm gonna watch. It's not a movie. It's a show.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah,
it's a show.
Okay.
With episodes. It's trash.
Yep. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. So
go ahead.
Oh, it's still me. Yep. So that's the 10-year-old. We did with the 10-year-old. And then what else do we have? Parents charged with child neglect after getting highly intoxicated at Disney World.
And I don't think that should be a crime and or a news story. I think that is what it is.
Because we had the best time at Disney World.
It's a small world.
It was a small world.
It was definitely a small world after that. We named off every continent and country that there was. They could have been right. They could have been wrong. It don't matter.
It don't matter. It was a good time. The parents of 3, you see what I did there? Good time. The parents of 3-year-old and a 5-year-old were arrested at Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida for child neglect after they drank too much. They didn't have to arrest them at Disney World. That's not okay. Robert and Janine Picha, who were visiting from Staten Island, New York, were arrested for 3rd-degree felony child neglect. Robert was also charged with misdemeanor domestic violence after he hit his wife in the face.
Y'all doing too much.
Oh, too much.
If you're going to get drunk and lay down on on the grass.
And they had money because they were staying at Polynesian Resort when the incident occurred, and the Polynesian is expensive. Per the arrest report, which was obtained by Walt Disney World News today, they got that? The parents were highly intoxicated and passed out in their bed. It is unclear who called the police, but upon arrival, they found several empty alcohol containers in the bathroom. I tapped and shook both of their legs and called out for them to wake up. Attempts were initially unsuccessful. However, with repeated attempts, both subjects began to wake up. It was evident that both Robert and Janine were heavily intoxicated. They had slow responses to verbal questions, slurred speech, and had difficulty walking or standing. The arresting police officer wrote in the report. First of all, they were in their room. What y'all go in their room bothering them for? They were sleeping it off. What's the problem?
Was tired, and y'all went out there bothering them people.
Janine.
No, but somebody called the police. It was probably one of the kids because they couldn't wake their parent up.
Oh,
it's probably hungry.
Janine at one point nearly fell over in the bathroom due to her intoxication. Robert and Janine were asked what was going on, and they both replied, nothing. I asked how much alcohol they each had consumed. Robert stated 1 drink, and Janine was adamant that she had consumed no alcohol. They were unaware of how intoxicated they were, the report continued. When speaking to officers, the couple claimed they did not fight. However, the children told police that their parents were drinking all day and later got into an argument over Robert Robert allegedly not spending enough time with the family. According to the report, one of the children claimed their father hit their mother several times in the face with an open hand.
No.
The children repeatedly said, "No, Daddy." The report said, "That's so awful." According to the arrest report, which was released several weeks after the parents were taken into custody, Mr. and Mrs. Pisha have been married for 12 years, and there is no history of domestic violence.
It's history. It's definitely history there.
The Florida Department of CFS have taken custody of their 5 and 3-year-old as there were no other family or friends nearby, per the arrest report. Meanwhile, Janine and Robert were taken to the hospital to treat their intoxication. They were both taken to jail afterwards.
Wow.
That's a lot.
I mean, was it the only night that they got drunk like that?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But he shouldn't have hit him he shouldn't have been hitting her in the face.
Janet said here, but Disney supplied the alcohol, correct?
See now? All right.
And Disney be giving you big cups of beer.
Big cups. Them cups.
How come we didn't get no drink? How come we didn't have no? Why is it we didn't go there prepared?
I feel like we didn't know that there was. I didn't know that there was alcohol at Disney World. I did not know that.
Why wouldn't there be alcohol at Disney World?
You got to have alcohol at Disney World?
I just felt like I didn't know. I didn't think.
I feel like in order for parents to really get through Disney World, they have to bring some type of vice.
Yeah.
You have to have something when you go there. It can't just be you on your own natural recourse.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot.
I know. When I found that little thing in my purse.
It was the great day. It was a great time.
Made everything so much better. A man posed as a pastor in small black churches and had at least 10 wives, including one in Virginia. A man accused
Sometimes you gotta have 10 wives.
I mean, I was watching the lady the other day, the African lady. She's a car dealer, and she has 3 husbands. And she said she tragically lost her first husband in a car accident. And then after she lost him, she was so lonely, so she just got 3 more, because if she lose one, she still got 2. And I said,
Girl math.
You right.
Girl math.
You right. A man accused of serial bigamy posed as a pastor at small black churches around the country was sentenced to 3 years in prison after he was found to have at least 10 wives whom he married for financial gain. Orlando Coleman's first marriage was to a Virginia woman in 2001. The 51-year-old man traveled around the country pretending to be a pastor or a bishop. He married 9 other women in Delaware, Iowa, Kentucky, Nebraska, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Texas, and 2 other states. In an interview with the news in December, one of Coleman's wives said they got married within a month after meeting him because she thought he was a real man of God.
Amen.
The woman took care of Coleman, and they were left stuck paying for his housing, food, and bills. When Coleman left the women, some of them filed for divorce while others did not. That meant he was a serial bigamist. Oh.
So there's a guy who calls himself a pastor, man of God.
I love her.
He has 10 wives. He's been lying to everybody. Put it up for a mass.
Terrible.
This individual posed as a pastor. He would specifically target
like a pimp
black
named
churches and black women. Orlando Coleman, this is according to the allegation, a man accused of serial bigamy in Houston, who posed as a pastor. Sometimes he would pose as a bishop. Gave himself a promotion. He would go to small black churches around the country. He has now been sentenced to 3 years in prison after it was found that he, in fact, had at least 10 wives whom he married for financial gain. Now, that's the part. That's the part. It was a manipulation from day one. So, Vanessa.
I mean, that's
the part.
That's the part I'm gonna have too. I'm about to find me 3 husbands. I'm gonna find me 3 husbands.
I can't even get a text back, and you gonna find 3 husbands?
Back in my day, I used to have a good roster of at least 3 people all the time. And since I turned 40 and I've settled down my ways, it's just sad. It's just sad all the time. That's why I got a dog.
Stafford said, so that's what I gotta do. I gotta get a lady of the church.
No.
That's what I gotta do to get a lady of the church.
Because ladies of the church, if you go to the singles ministry, you'll always find some nice single women who's looking for a little love and attention. There's a problem with y'all want to meet people in the clubs, and that's not how it works. Y'all got to meet people in the church.
Exactly. You saw how good Charles was doing on BMF.
Charles. Boy, I tell you,
Charles was knocking down the church ladies.
Charles was outside knocking down the church
I
ladies.
saw a meme yesterday and it said, the reason why I can't find no man is because I leave church early. And I said, no, I stay late. Ain't nothing there. Ain't nothing there. So I don't know where we supposed to find them.
I don't know what we supposed to do, where we supposed to go, but they ain't
in the church house. But anyhow, that's the national news. That's all I got for y'all.
We're gonna take another quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstar Tues.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Spark FM.
Wheezy boy, make me dance. Daddy-o, make me dance.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM. Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm over it.
Spark FM.
She gave me Rhine injection in my midsection. Oh no, shambale. And you know what the crazy thing is? That's how I be singing these songs mad loud in my head when I'm dancing in my zone. It don't never be the words. I just be dancing and singing.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
But
I like
after
it.
a while, when you you just don't hear the lyrics. You don't hear the music. You just be moving to the rhythm.
That's what I remember back in the day when they used to be complaining about Carnival and the DJs playing the same music. I never once heard the music.
Me either. I don't hear the music.
Never once heard the music.
No.
How do you remember?
Right when they was like playbacks. They played it the first time. What you talking about? I don't remember. I didn't
so
hear it.
out of my damn mind at that point.
And that's where you want to be.
Yeah.
That's such a sweet spot.
Sweet spot.
I love
sweet
I can't
spot.
wait to get there again.
Me neither. Me neither. Anyhow, people, it's time for our entertainment news. Let's see what's going on. We'll brush through this really quickly. Sweetie posts Quavo DM after he shades her on Chris Brown diss, and we talked about that. She's feeling a little something because she was pulled into a beef that she had.
Well,
she
what did he say?
know.
He said, I'll make another sweetie.
He said, I'd F a model and turn her into a sweetie.
Oh, yeah,
or something like that.
So that's not bad.
But he's trying to act like any model could become me.
He's just saying he could upgrade you. That's all I think.
That's how I took it as well.
I would like to be upgraded.
But she's definitely in her feelings, And
Why?
Because
she used to date Quavo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her Quavo was the big ticket item.
Did she sleep with Chris Brown?
I probably did.
That's what he said. He said, I hit your girl while you was with her.
Yeah.
I don't know why these people got to put the pangalang inside the same.
I mean, it's not a lot of it's not a lot of kutang that you could put in there.
But why they got to do the same people? Fuck.
I mean, it's
the world ain't this big.
In the entertainment world, it's only about 20 of them.
Yeah.
So they got to sleep with each other. Which I just feel, again, that people like Saweetie should be dating basketball players or football players. I would get out of the entertainment industry completely, and I would go towards like sports. Or television or something like that.
A lot of them, the people who are actively playing sports are very young. Too, so you got to be like Drea.
Oh, you're true.
And dating a 22-year-old.
Jaylen Brown. Who's she? She's dating PJ. No, that's the other girl.
Drea is pregnant for the 22-year-old.
One of them.
Yeah.
And then you got to be like Jaylen Brown, and you got to date an older woman like Bernice Borgos, who is fine. I'm gonna date her.
You know who? I'm
gonna date Jason Tatum. How old is he? First of all, here I think he got a whole girlfriend.
No, about 38.
Do he like black girls?
I wish I was his baby.
No, not that old. Not Jason Tatum.
No, he's like 27.
That's Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum, not Jason. Channing Tatum probably dates black girls.
Channing Tatum. Channing Tatum is with Zoe Kravitz right now.
Oh yes, you're right.
Jason
you're
is 26.
Jason Tatum is 26?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, he's a baby child.
He's a child.
Channing Tatum is 43.
Yes.
43.
43. Now, Breezy, Chris Brown reacts after Quavo released new diss track featuring Takeoff. He says Chris Brown doesn't seem to be pressed about Quavo clapping back at him. Both entertainers have been going back and forth from the booth for the last month. Quavo dropped the latest release in their rap beef on Monday. DJ Academics first previewed the track titled Over Holes and Beaches during a live stream. After social media users received a sneak peek, Quavo shared a link to the whole track. His ex, formerly Twitter, post rapidly collected reactions and approached 1 million views in less than 30 minutes. Chris Brown trolls Quavo over new diss track. He wrote in his stories. Let me see what he wrote in his stories. He said, Google raps. That ish is poo. Damn, and I was excited that ish don't even need a response. Take off rap better. Oh, Lord. And you see Chris Brown
Takeoff on the record.
Quavo's is featuring Takeoff. Where is Takeoff in there though?
You know,
he's in the beginning.
He's singing the ad libs,
he's the one talking,
which is ridiculous because I wouldn't have brought in Takeoff into this rap beef. I feel like you could have used Quavo's rapping for something else, not the rap beef with Chris Brown. You know, like I don't know if that would have been. I don't know if that was strategically a good plan. I think that was a way, especially if people are iffy about the rap in general. Like you really just kind of
wasted it.
Yeah. I don't know. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that, Quavo. I'm mad it had to be you. I'm sorry. It's terrible. I'm using my dead nephew to help me with a rap beef.
against an R&B
against
person.
an R&B Negro?
Yeah.
Come on, no, man.
Yeah.
We have got to make better decisions and
Make
stop going
better
off in
beef.
the emotions.
Bring back better beef.
Yes. Eric B. and Rakim unbothered by exclusion from the 2024 Rock. How the hell is Rakim not in the Hall of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame at this point?
I mean, Kool and the Gang just got there.
Touche. You got that.
Cher just got Ozzy
Cher just
Osbourne.
got-
You got
it.
that.
Right.
Y'all got that. There it is.
Yeah.
There is the answer to the question, and he
Yeah.
shouldn't feel any type of way.
Y'all shouldn't
Eric
feel.
B. Y'all gonna get it.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna get it one time. But you-
Eventually.
Eric B. and Rakim praised the diversity in artists picked for the 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame despite not getting the nod themselves. Congratulations to the diverse group of artists included in the Rock Hall this year, the legendary hip-hop tandem told TMZ Hip Hop Monday, after the group of inductees was announced on American Idol on Sunday. The Long Island, New York-based duo, who had hit singles such as I Know You Got Soul, Paid in Full, and Juice, Know the Ledge, held out hope their day is coming as they were nominated this year for the second time. Keep
they've
voting.
been nominated.
We'll join you
been
soon,
nominated.
Eric B. and Rakim said, according to the outlet, which reported that there were no hard feelings over their exclusion this year. I mean, they keep getting nominated, so it's
Right.
definitely coming. And I think
Definitely.
from
Oh,
the
they've been
class,
nominated twice.
yeah, from the class that they just went through, I think that those should have probably gotten it before them, like
Yeah,
y'all said.
definitely,
So
yeah.
it's
The
definitely
last time
coming.
they were nominated was in 2012.
Oh wow, Rakim's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever noticed how fine
He's
Rakim is.
chiseled, like angry.
This other Eric B too, like in this picture right here.
Yes.
They was some fine black men.
Either or.
Oh, Jesus be showing off with you black men sometimes, boy. I tell you, and that's what makes it so terrible.
That's what I said the other day. I said black men are so beautiful, so horrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. Celine Dion makes rare statement about what it's like living with Celine
What she got? Frozen.
living with stiff person syndrome.
Yeah.
Frozen. Wow.
I thought it was frozen. I didn't know it was stiff.
Frozen
Sorry.
face.
No, I thought it was frozen people syndrome.
Celine Dion is opening up about her battle with stiff person syndrome. I just also feel like they could have found a better name.
Yeah, like seriously, who names these things?
Stiff person. She revealed her diagnosis with a very rare neurological disorder in December 22, gave rare insight into living her life with the disease in a cover story with Vogue France. She says, I haven't beat the disease as it's still within me and always will be. I hope that we'll find a miracle, a way to cure it with scientific research. But for now, I have to learn to live with it. So that's me. Now with stiff person syndrome, my heart will go on, singer 56 shared candidly with the magazine in an interview published on Monday, April 22nd. 5 days a week, I undergo athletic, physical, and vocal therapy. I work on my toes, my knees, my calves, my fingers, my singing, my voice. I have to learn to live with it now and stop questioning myself. At the beginning, I would ask myself, why me? How did this happen? Why? What have I done? Is this my fault? Is this an autoimmune disease?
So it's stiff person syndrome is a rare disease affecting only 1 or 2 people per million. It commonly causes muscle stiffness and painful spasms that worsen over time. They can be triggered by a variety of things, including sudden movement, cold temperature, or unexpected loud noises. That's so crazy. Like, where do you get that from? Has anyone ever recovered from stiff person syndrome? Although there is no treatment that cures stiff person syndrome, working with a specialist and maintaining symptom control can make it
is an
easier to live with.
autoimmune. Yeah, them autoimmune diseases be super rare and super ridiculous.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, damn. And then last but not least, Drewski and Ruby Rose have sparked dating rumors after an intimate photo of the two getting cozy together on vacation.
Yeah.
Now, I know Drewski, and I cannot tell Ruby Rose apart from any other young woman that looks exactly
Because when you
like
said
her.
just now that there's only a few of them that are out there, I was like, because I don't know which one she is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to look at her heart, Google her to see who she was, and I still don't know who she is.
Bless her heart.
Bless her. And I guess, like a lot, and in response to this, the big niggas outside, the big people outside, big dudes outside.
He's funny.
He's funny. They are ramping up for the summer.
Listen,
you women got to go out and get the teddy bears of the world because they're funny and they like to eat. And they like to go out. They like to eat many things. So
Suffer all the teddy bears to come unto me. Because listen, I love me a dad bod.
A dad bod.
I love it. But that's not the last story. You missed the big story.
What?
Beyonce showed her real hair
Yeah.
yesterday. And
She
her
did.
Sacred
Her hair is absolutely gorgeous.
It is.
Oh, we ain't never seen her hair.
The thing is that her hair is so pretty. We probably have seen her hair and didn't know it was her hair.
Yep.
So while everybody going on talking about Beyonce ain't got no hair, she pulled the Trump card and she dropped her balls for y'all. And he said, here, who ain't got? She said, no hair where?
Yeah.
Nowhere here.
Because, Tina been taking care of that hair for years.
And they have Creole.
Oh, yeah. Sacred.
No, I'm saying they're Creole people. Yeah.
Oh.
So she got nice hair.
Okay, let's go. Let's show her hair.
Let's show her video, and it's nice. It look real nice.
Beyonce.
Valencia, according to my dad.
Valencia.
Is that her hair?
Yeah.
For your hair, I think it's about time I show y'all what it does for my hair. I love the lather. It's very soothing. The smells. Because my color was fresh, we used the rice and rose water ritual. There's nothing in the world like
So y'all think this is gonna take off?
There's nothing like it.
I don't know if it's gonna change people going to buy.
A bit of moisture seal before flat ironing. The stigma and misconception is that people that wear wigs don't have long and healthy hair. That's some bullshit. Nobody business. I'll get back to my hair. I like to blow dry my hair on medium heat because I try to stay away from as much heat as possible and using the old school pressing comb. I've chosen color over perms or relaxers.
All natural, his favorite hashtag. All natural hashtag.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Big shout out to Beyonce.
That's kind of hair I'm going to buy.
That's somebody said in the comment, I wish that she would cut that off and make me a wig out of it because it looks nice. Beyonce continues to level up. I'll never probably join the Beehive, but I am a big fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I can't stand her because I just feel like she's living the life I was meant to live.
Oh,
but
the hell?
That's why I don't like her. But she's dope in real life, and I like it. I like it.
All right, people, that concludes the show for today. We had a really great time with you guys, getting you guys ready for your rest of your day. We hope it's a wonderful day. Remember, it's going to be 60-something degrees today, so get outside if you can. Get a little walk in. Have a great day. Be fruitful and multiply.
Oh, my.
No, I mean, don't multiply too much. Just behave yourself. Don't do too much.
Stay tuned. Bobby Steele is up next with the Bobby Steele Show, and we will see y'all tomorrow.
We shall see you. Bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Let's start with the big question.
The all-new Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global